Hey, welcome to Billy Lowe's Backroom Workshop. I'd like to go over the C2 C3 Corvette U-joint replacement on the half shafts. Both sides are the same. You've got your inner and your outer. And to change this universal joint in the on the inner is just like any universal joint on any drive shaft. Nothing special. I'm not even going to talk about it. You just have to, other than removing the clips and pounding it out. The problem you're going to run into is the outboard universal joint, where you have this flange that goes up against your bearing assembly for your rear axle. What's going to happen is when you start to pound this out, you're going to bend this flange, okay? And if you get it out okay without bending it, when you go to put it back together, you're going to bend this flange, you're going to squeeze it too much, you're going to knock things out. So what do? Well, let me show you what you do. First, you get one of these, okay? This is the flange that goes against the bearing assembly, runs right on the spindle. You've got a washer that goes in here, and you have a castellated nut and a cotter pin. This particular unit, I'll take out the screws, these bolts, okay? Now, give me a minute here, taking them out. Okay, before you start, you want to do this. You want to get one of these. Okay, I happen to be walking through a swap meet and I found one laying around. Paid a couple of bucks for it. Wasn't very expensive. You bolt this on just like you're bolted onto the to the regular axle shaft, and you tighten them up really well. Now, once this is on and tightened, you can take this apart without worrying about bending the flange. Little trick, very simple. And when you leave it bolted on until you get all the U-joint redone, you just simply remove the flange and put it back. And you say, where do I get one of these? You know, I have to run around and find one. Well, you've got two of them right on your car. All you have to do is to remove the castellated nut, or the cotter pin, the castellated nut. This should slide right off. This should slide right off of your half the spindle. And once removed, just bolt it on here. When you finish, reassemble this. Torque your castellated nut to about 100 foot-pounds, and then turn it until you can line up your cotter pin. Put a new cotter pin in it. You're all set. Left and right are both the same, so you should have no trouble changing it. One other thing you'd want to do before you put this back on your spindle, put a little bit of grease on the surface that runs against the seal, and you should be in good shape. This is just a little helpful hint to save you some real aggravation and money, so you don't destroy this flange. Have a good day.